This is the Ahorn Camp 690 Plus motorhome. Ahorn means an acorn in English. It sort of looks as though it's from Canada, but it's actually made in Germany. And this one here will cost 50,070 euros. Kick-off price is 40,800. Some details on Renault Master base, 130 horsepower, 96 kW, Euro 6B diesel engine, and 3.5 ton base, but you can put 4 tons if you want. 699 centimeters by 237 wide by 296 high. And the extras, this extra 10,000 nearly, is because of, for example, you have got driver air conditioning, you've got a rear reversing camera, you've got a full 3.5 meter awning. You've got to pay for transport, we'd have to pay for that anyway, and it's the internal colours. Right, so that's the little bit about it. Let's have a look in this bit here. That's the garage, which is absolutely enormous, and from here you can see you've also got there an escape hatch, so if you want to nip into the garage for any reason you can do so. Door on the other side, which is the same, and let's go inside, then I'll have a walk around the outside. Oh, sorry, I missed out that one of the extras was the bed in the roof. I think I missed that out. Right, so let's come to the back first of all. Now, what they do in their vans is they have a door, there's the door, separating the sleeping and the living parts. You may want it, you may not, but if you don't want it, then you need to look at another brand. There's your escape hatch, as I've called it, and you've got more storage under the bed. Bed, of course, as you can tell, you can make the entire bit here a bed should you not want to have be separated. I'll open this for you as well. And there's what that looks like in there. Currently got the window, isolation things. You've also got down there your temperature control, which admittedly, if the bed was out completely, would be a little bit inconvenient position if you want to put it in the bedroom, which I think is a good idea because a lot of people want to turn the heating on before they get out of bed. I understand that. And a good place would have been on the wall somewhere, I think. Now, coming in here, so I've got my head crouched, obviously, because it's not high enough to actually stand. This sort of thing for storage, yeah, that might be alright for books or something, but it's not terribly practical in a van because obviously the van moves around a bit. But you can actually now get these sort of elastic things which would actually hold things inside. The back, we've got these lockers. And that locker there, you may have seen me, it's a place where motorhome furniture is actually manufactured, and I think I saw that there. So, I know where that came from. Kitchen. Absolutely fantastic for the size of the van, a sink. It's a deep sink, it's got a domestic plug hole, and 3 burners here. There you go. And of course some storage underneath. Thetford 3-way fridge. In here somewhere, I'll close this. Yeah, see. In here there's the bathroom. I like the way they've put this mirror in, which is recessed, and I think that's quite good. So I've got to learn to use this gimbal here. I've got my hand with my left hand because I've got a problem with my right arm. I've got something called carpal tunnel syndrome, and it's quite painful to actually film. I like that. I like the way it slopes back. Good one, I think. Right, so you got the if you want another bed, goes up. It goes up here. You see, it comes down electronically, and let's have a look at under the bed. Yes, there's plenty of space here for me to stand up normally. And another point I'm going to make is it's got a nice flat floor, flat all the way back. Personally, I wouldn't bother with that bed, particularly as it's an extra. But then again, it doesn't get in my way, so I mean, I can live with it. I don't mind extra beds if they don't get in your way. And unless you're so tall that it does get in your way, then you might want to leave it in. I've got to, however, point out one of the problems with this in the width. It's 237 centimeters wide, which I think could prove to be a problem for well, it would be a problem for me anyway. It could be a problem for others, but it certainly would be a problem for me. I don't like having to drive vehicles which are too wide. You know, going down the German motorway when they've got roadworks on. There you can see you can control your lights from there. And you've got your electric connections up there. Right, so that's this van. 690 plus. I shall now give you a quick look at a couple of other vans of theirs. Here, if I can, this has got here. This one here has got a bunk beds in the back. You can see that there. Or you don't want to use it as bunks, then you don't. See, the public is now in, so it means I mightn't be able to get into all the vans, but you can see them all in the films. Hopefully I'll be able to do the whole lot before I actually leave here. There you go, there's the over cab up there. I'll try and do these ones in more detail, okay, so don't see. I want to see more of that. I'll try and do it at a different time. Here we've got their van conversion. Once more, it's on a Renault van 620. It costs 47,170 euros. What this has got is an enormous bed at the back, and the reason for putting enormous beds in the back is because people are getting taller now, and in a van of this nature, many people wouldn't be able to stretch out on a widthwise basis, including myself, and I'm not particularly tall. I am average height exactly for a European male. One thing, I mean, it's not just Ahorn that does this, but lots of companies do it, but you see, you've got this sort of cupboard over where the feet go. It makes sense, doesn't it, really, because that it's sort of a little wardrobe. If your feet are there, then you don't really need to use the space for anything else. Okay, Canada TE Plus, 52,500 euros. What this has got is 2 single beds, got a mirror down there, storage under the beds. Your bathroom is inside here, so as I said earlier, you've got the door which closes, you can lock yourself in should you want, and you've got your shower over there. in this case you've also got your heater, a sensible place to get to. Right, so that's Ahorn camp from Germany. Renters, I would say rent it before you buy it, and as you can see there you go, ahornrent.de, which in my opinion is a very good idea. So you want to see any more here from any more vans, plenty of vans on my channel, so you can subscribe should you be so interested.